Hello everyone, welcome to Puebla, one of Mexico's most beautiful colonial cities. From the moment I stepped into the historic center, I completely fell in love with its charm. The colorful streets, the architecture, the food, everything here feels like stepping into a living museum filled with life, culture and flavor. It happened that I visited Puebla in the spring of 2025. Sadly, I didn't have time to edit the videos I took during that short couple of days vacation because, life got in the way and there were a lot of stuff that I had to do and adapt into a new country because I moved here only in December, at the end of December 2024. I have no idea what they are talking about, but I can say this historic center of Puebla is absolutely fabulous. I love it. I missed seeing old buildings with real architecture. I want to apologize for my poor video during the live recording, but since I'm new to this vlogging thing, I'm learning as I go. But that doesn't subtract the experience I had in Puebla, which is beautiful. I want to go back anytime, but time is not my best ally these days. I want to do photography, I want to do vlogs, I want so on and so on. I still want to go back to Puebla because it's so beautiful. You'll see later down the road I took the bus, one of the bus routes that shows, the most interesting gems of Puebla, and that was really fun. I enjoyed it a lot. During the ride with the bus, there were available a lot of explanation in a couple of languages like English, of course, Spanish, French, German, and unfortunately the sound on the bus was really terrible in the sense that it was so loud that you couldn't hear yourself thinking. Conocido como la casa de los muñecos. Apart from that, the bus ride I recommend it to anyone who wants to see the city because it's relatively cheap and it gives you the opportunity to see a lot more than you would be able by yourself walking around and discovering all the stuff. Obviously, there are two separate things. Using the bus, it's one experience, but using your own feet to discover the gems of Puebla is obviously, in my opinion, the best way because, for example, I've been to around some streets and there were some open doors to get inside of some of old buildings, and I was able to discover such beautiful interiors. As you can see here, I just entered the Metropolitan Cathedral of Puebla's grounds, and you can see the majesty of this building. In a moment we will head inside and see some of the interior of this beautiful cathedral. I wish the video quality of some of the clips were better than they are, but this is what it is. Something that caught my attention as a Christian Orthodox was the statues present in all of the churches I've visited. They are so explicit and they show all the wounds and everything the artist imagined when they created the Christ's statues. I really took my time while I was in this church because there was a mass going on and the sound was so beautiful. I loved the org and the music they played. Sadly, my microphones were not up to the task of being able to record that beautiful music and make a difference between the noise, general noise that was in the church. However, I did listen for my soul, and I enjoyed the time as much as I could with a 4-year-old going around myself and trying to tell me that she was not interested in whatever was going on inside the church. The only time she was actually interested in the inside was another church, which is the Church of Kids. I don't know the actual name of the church, but it is a church where you go to pray for kids. And of course, she was not interested in spending time in that church because she wanted to pray, but because she wanted to play with all the toys that were all over the church. That was... I tried to make her... She was so happy that she was starting to make noise, but, it was in between the mass and the lady who was selling the candles and the small stuff you can buy in any church, she was telling me it's okay, let the girl just play because, you know, it's the house of God. The audio you just heard a few moments ago is the original video I recorded while I was in Puebla. This is to help you make an idea about the vibe present at the time in Puebla. Keep watching because I will insert other clips that will have original audio. Walking in Centro de Puebla, in the historic center of Puebla. It's absolutely beautiful. After more than a decade living in Asia, I miss so much this kind of buildings with real, I mean, what I consider to be real stones and cement. We abandoned the local traditional market, whatever it's called, because my daughter wants to touch everything. And when I say everything, she's really trying to touch everything. And that's going to take way too much to get to the hotel.
No.
Of course it's going to take a lot. No,
Why?
because you don't watch your step. Be itchy? Are you itchy? Don't be itchy. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Hello guys. Good afternoon from Puebla. A beautiful city that I'm in love with, and I've only spent here a couple of hours. But I'm really looking forward to spending a lot more and discovering other stuff that I didn't have time today. As I told you earlier, I really have to take care of my daughter.
Why?
Because she is small.
Why?
And she likes to interrupt me.
Why?
I don't want to put her online at the moment,
Why?
but maybe later on, who knows.
Because. Why?
Well, see you later.